Now, unfortunately, I have been gone for a really long time. Sorry, really. I just remembered that I have a life outside of like streaming, and well, my life, it snagged me like really hard. Like no mercy, no none of that. It was kind of crazy, you know. Anyway, I believe I owe you guys another chapter of my book. So I'm pretty sure you read the introduction in chapter 1, so we're gonna read chapter 2, a blessing and a curse. If I could find it. Okay. All right, ready? Let's go. A blessing and a curse. I sail among them, and I come. I am crowned. I am become a shining one. I am mighty. I may become holy among the gods. Despite their preoccupation with death, the Egyptians weren't all doomed in gloom. They knew how to make the most of life, and those who were born into wealth and privilege could party with the best of them. They enjoyed rich foods, wine, music, dancing, makeup, cosmetics, and the latest in ancient fashions. Even Julius Caesar recognized the great sarcophagus of Egyptian society, though perhaps it was Queen Cleopatra's charm that he was most enamored with. Enamored with. For those at the top of the pecking order, Egypt provided a luxe life. Like most civilians, though, it certainly wasn't equal society. If you happened to be at the bottom of the class system in ancient Egypt, you could look forward to a life of hard labor and service, though evidence suggests that you would have been paid and respected for your work. Pyramid power. The Egyptians believed that society was akin to their famous pyramids. At the pinnacle were the gods, who controlled the entire universe, from the movement of the stars to the weather and the flooding of the Nile. The gods were omnipotent, and Egyptians did all that they could not to offend them. Below the gods were the pharaohs, who were viewed as gods incarnate. Next came the nobles and priests, the magicians, healers, scribes, and military forces. At the bottom of the pyramid was everyone else: farmers, craftsmen, bakers, brewers, merchants, and peasantry. The priesthood was regarded as a good way for a young man to better his prospects, and there was an element of social climbing among the holy men of Egypt, just as there was in the other parts of the world. To be a priest, healer, or magician, a master of spells as it is known, would put you in close contact with both the gods, and if you were fortunate, with the pharaohs themselves, who could bestow great favors on you. So it was a privileged and highly sought after position. Ancient magic. A society of people who had rituals for everything, the Egyptians held a strong belief in magic. The pharaohs themselves were considered to hold the power of magic within them, because they were thought to be oh my god, why am I reading like this? They were thought to be gods in human form. In old pyramid texts, the king was often referred to being Hekun. Heku, or the possessor of magic. Every part of the pharaoh was considered magical, even hair and nail clippings, so they had to be disposed of very carefully, lest the power they contained fall into the wrong hands and be misused. Hair is often used in old spells to connect the magic with the subject of the spell. But for Egyptian women, their hair was grown quite long and used to hide or veil the face, particularly during the morning when it was customary to leave the hair tousle and free flowing, giving the lady a shield for her grief. This symbolic use of human hair links back to funerary rites, both ancient and modern. It was common practice for lovers to exchange locks of hairs as a declaration of their trust in one another, because to hold someone's hair was said to give the holder power over that person. The Egyptian priests would also take magic spells into their bodies by writing them down and soaking the papyrus in beer to dissolve the ink. They would then drink the beer, thus consuming the magic of the spell and absorbing its power. They had spells for everything, from surviving the afterlife to childbirth and facilitating a happy marriage. So it's likely that their services were in high demand. Some Egyptian deities have also close links to magic. Isis was considered to be a great worker of spells and enchantments. Whoa, where'd I go? Oh, because she brought Osiris back to life through his mummification. She is widely regarded as the goddess of magic and protector of witches, healers, and magicians. Hekka was the god of magic and healing. His name means magic in ancient Egypt, and he was the protector of doctors and healers who would invoke his name before they practiced medicine. Meanwhile, Thoth, the god of magic, writing, scribes, and wisdom, so written spells were often dedicated to him. Mummy curse? So, did the ancient Egypts cast curses on their sacred relics, tombs, and mummies? There are archaeological theories seems to be that such curses were used to merely deteriorate to ward away any trespassers in order to protect the tombs and artifacts from being desecrated, or items from being removed. Alright, so that was the end of chapter